So how do you go about making sales on Instagram? Do not, the first message, whatever you do, the first message you send, do not make it a pitchy sales message. That is. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. If you are a returning subscriber, I love you and appreciate you. If you are new, my name is Christina Spoor and I release videos on social media, vlogging, and motivation. So make sure you subscribe because I release a video every Friday. All right, so let's dive into how to make sales on Instagram. Before we do, let's do this week's shout outs. So how do you go about making sales on Instagram? Well, this is actually the fourth step in a four-step process I like to use to get engagement, find customers, and close sales on Instagram. And I like to call it cherish. The reason I call it cherish is because in the DMs, this is when you actually get to know your potential customers and your current customers, and you cherish them. At the end of the video, I'll talk more about how you can learn about the whole four-step process for your business. Alright, so let's say someone likes your photo, or you notice someone's looking at your stories or likes your Instagram TV video. Whatever it is that you're doing and you see that someone liked it or commented on it, you do and you can message them. But before you do this, you actually want to go check out their profile, because sometimes people are just liking it and commenting it because one, they like the photo, two, they wanted to maybe show support, three, they just accidentally liked it when they were scrolling through the feed. Who knows? You don't want to assume. You do want to, of course, approach and see if they could be potential customers, but you don't just want to go straight for the sale. And by this I mean you have a photo, you posted it, someone liked it, and you instantly, oh my gosh, they love it, they're gonna buy it right now. You message them, you're like, oh, have you heard about my product? I saw you like this. I am in this and this company. It's so great. It's this and this benefit. Well, little do you know, if you actually clicked on their page, you know, maybe are already in the company, or maybe they're in another company that's similar to it, but you have to do some digging and find that out. And that's when you go into the DMs and you ask questions. You don't just go in straight for the sale. Do not, the first message, whatever you do, the first message you send, do not make it a pitchy sales message. That is a turn off. People will not buy from you most likely, and it happens a lot. A lot of network marketers tend to do this, and I know this because I used to be a network marketer as well when I started 7 years ago with my company, and I was told this is what you send in the messages, and that is a very difficult approach. I'm not going to bash anyone, because if you want to do it and you do it, sure. But guess what? You are not going to make all the sales you could be making because of the approach you are doing it. When you approach people, you approach them like a typical person. When you're on the street and you're walking, looking by, whatever, you walk by someone and someone is like, hey, I like what you're wearing. And you're like, oh my God, I'm in that company. Have you ever heard of this? I'm in that company. You want to buy from me right now? Well, that's really forward and upfront. And the person's going to go, well, I just liked your outfit. You would actually ask questions. You'd be like, oh, thank you, that's so sweet of you. Do you like to wear leggings as well? Find out. And if the lady is like, oh yeah, I wear leggings all the time, it's like, oh, okay, well, what brand do you like to use? Do you use them for workouts? You find out what they're doing with what they're wearing. Are they lounging around the house? Do they like working out? Do they like doing all those things? And then you can continue to progress towards the end of the sale. But if the first conversation is, hey, I sell for this company, I sell these leggings, do you want to buy them? That's not a very strategic approach. And two, the person's not going to necessarily want to buy from you just because of the way you approached it. You were me, and it should be all about you. And that's when you're thinking about it. You want to keep the conversation, I think it's what, 75% them, 25% you. So if you notice in your conversation, if you're sending long messages about your company or what you're doing, completely tone that down and to go into more about them and what their interests are and what they like and how what you have can benefit them. And that's what will lead towards the end of where you can actually ask for the sale, is by asking the right questions, okay? Now, if you actually want to close sales on Instagram and make sales on Instagram in the DMs, you're actually going to have to target your ideal client. This means what we just talked about. You can't just go to anyone and everyone and just send them a message. You actually want to go target people who are actually ideal customers for you. So let's say you are, like we were talking about the leggings before. Now you don't have men's products. Would you be messaging men? No, probably not. Now, of course, sure, women can be who your audience is, but you want to narrow that down, especially if you're starting out and you don't have an audience or people who are following you. So say you are a mother and you're like, okay, well, I can reach, college students, I can reach moms, I can reach people who exercise. Those are all different niches and audiences that you can reach. So focus in on one and actually grow it there, because it's very specific and laser focused, and people will actually understand what you're doing as well. So say you want to be, your mom, but you want to target fitness people and you're just working about fitness, sure, that's who you would look at hashtags. These are the people that you would search for and actually start conversations with. And this is when you can actually know that you're actually reaching out to people that could be potential customers for your business, and you're not just messaging anyone and everyone, because this is one of the key things. And like I said, in the end, you can actually, we can talk about how to get this 4-step process, but one of them is having a great bio, because in your bio, it lets people know exactly what you're doing, and then they can actually move forward to following you. You can actually, once they follow you, then it's like another, okay, I can message these people. These people are already checking out my profile. They're following me for a reason. Like I said, don't sell in the beginning, because a lot of people will message right off the bat, overly excited, thinking that they're going to want to buy right now. But you need to ask questions first. Okay, so in order to get the 4-step Instagram process that I use, you actually go down into the description. There is a link for you to click on, and you can download that PDF, and I actually have a bonus video for you so you can learn the 4-step process. All right, so I want to hear from you. How were you approaching the customers in the DMs? Were you actually messaging people in the Instagram DMs? How were you making sales on Instagram, if you were making sales on Instagram? All right, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so that is it for how to make sales on Instagram, specifically in the DMs. Make sure you like this video if you found value in it and just want to show love to this video, and share it with others who could benefit from this. Like I said in the shout outs, if you share it and screenshot this video and tag me on Instagram, I'll actually give you a shout out in next week's video. Or you can leave a comment below on this video. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss next week's video, which will be talking about 12 Instagram mistakes you might be making that might be keeping you from growing on Instagram for your business. All right, have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week.